Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new box office breakdown show here in Max Talks. We're talking the box office of the first weekend of the first 2022 box office weekend of the year, January 5th to January 7th to January 9th, 2022. The 355 is the big new movie this past weekend. How did it do at the box office? Let's break it down. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, movie rankings in this show every single Monday. So please subscribe and ring the bell. We just got over 100 subscribers. Let's get to 150 as quickly as we can. Please subscribe, share the video. If you're also back here as usual, love seeing your comments. A lot more comments on the videos. Really, really love that. So please comment down below what movie or movies did you see at the box office, and what do you think is the reason we're seeing some movies bomb at the box office? Please like the video, the thumbs up. That support the channel the best way. Let's get talking box office. So coming in first place, not shockingly, in its fourth consecutive weekend, so 1 month straight, is Spider-Man No Way Home. So for a month straight, it is number one. 42% drop off in its fourth weekend. It made 32.7 in its fourth weekend. That takes its total domestically to be 668.4. So it will still be the biggest movie of 2021. That will not even be challenged. No one's even hit even half of that at 300. So Spider-Man No Way Home continues to clean up, and not a really competitive. I'll let you know at the end of the video what movie is coming out this week that could possibly be the first movie in a month to challenge Spider-Man No Way Home for the number one spot at the box office. But as of now, it's 32.7, still really keeping up for a month straight to be number one. Very impressive no matter what the competition is. And Spider-Man being one of the biggest movies of all time, that continues to trend up. We'll talk about the worldwide box office in just a second, but Spider-Man continues to dominate. Once again, in its third straight weekend, in second place is Sing 2. Sing 2, even though it had like a 10% drop off in its second weekend, Sing 2 does drop off actually the same as No Way Home. 42% in its third weekend, $11.5 million for Sing 2. And its total gross at the box office is now over $100 million. So it's $108 million for Sing 2. It's almost at that. Again, we're still looking at that 2021 domestic box office chart and worldwide, because we're not in a big enough, not enough movies have come out yet to start charting 2022. Sing is still a 2021 film. So we'll track that in just a sec. But Sing 2 doing really well, not great. Again, the first film made over $600 million worldwide. So Sing 2 will definitely come nowhere close to the feats of the first film, but still doing solid, comparing it obviously when Spider-Man is coming out. The biggest stunner of the weekend is that the big new movie of the weekend, the first new 2022 original film coming out in theaters, The 355, and a pretty great female-led cast, $4.6 million. I mean, this is a total bomb for this film. This is a film that, again, this is what everyone's talking about here today, is that how much the 355 bombed. This is an action film led by a lot of A-list Academy Award winning or nominated actors, with a studio behind it, producing the Bourne franchise. Why did it do this bad? And I can definitely give multiple reasons for the film. The first reason is that there's just no good word of mouth whatsoever for the 355. This is a film that is sitting towards 25%, around that range, at the Rotten Tomatoes. Most of the people who are talking about this, including me, are very negative towards the film. Even though I love the cast, it was just not executed that well from a script point of view and from a direction point of view. Another reason that I think a lot of people, these types of films are not really doing well at the box office, and these are not just saying female action films, but these type of niche type action films are not really landing. These original non-franchise action films are not really big hits compared to the superhero stuff or the main, for example, Mission Impossible or Bond films. And also, there's just also a lot of options for people at home. Films like The Protege, which did not do well at the box office, that is doing very well on streaming. So a type of these films, people are not, during the pandemic, and especially during this Omicron, this absolute surge in the COVID pandemic, people are picking and choosing when they're going to the movies. And it really is mostly for not just the big blockbusters, the big action films, or the big family films. That's why Spider-Man No Way Home and Sing 2 have been 1 and 2 for the last 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. So it definitely shows that these type of films are way more accessible for people streaming than it is going out to the theater to see it. Even if people are worried about it or casually interested, if they're not that pumped to see it, they normally want to wait for it at home. And this could be a new trend moving forward. So I know a lot of films want to do out the box. This is an absolute bomb. I think the rumored budget is $40 to $75 million. No matter where it hits in there, just an absolute bomb for this film. So not good news for Jessica Chastain and her production company here. Fourth place is The King's Man in its third weekend as well. 3.2 this weekend, a 28% drop. Its domestic total is $25 million. It is trying its hardest to get to that 30 million. Just not good news for The King's Man. Just not great box office. The first one was a very underrated hit. The second one didn't make money because people loved the first one. This film not really having any cast members back from the first film at times doesn't really feel like a Kingsman film. I think also drew this box office away. And in last place, still kicking Matrix out of the top 5, is American Underdog, still in the top 5 in its third weekend, 2.4, which is a 38% drop, 18.7. So this film actually doing really well. You said 18.7 compared to someone with 30. This is a film that came out on a Friday, came out Christmas Day, which is not an ideal release date. That's why Sing 2, The King's Man, Matrix all came out that Wednesday, because Christmas Day is the day where normally either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, people are normally away from theaters. The fact that this has outlasted Matrix Resurrections in theaters, 2 of the 3 weekends in theaters, massive job for American Underdog. As I said, not good for Matrix Resurrections. Domestic box office 2021. We got to look back at 2021 for a couple more weeks here on the channel. Spider-Man No Way Home is at 668. The same top 10 is the same. Shang-Chi, Venom, Black Widow, F9 close out the top 5. Eternals, No Time to Die, Quiet Place Part 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and Free Guy closes out the bottom 5 of the top 10. But as I said, Free Guy is at $121 million domestically, and Sing 2 is at 108. So Sing 2 needs $13 million to join the top 10. That would be the only change in the top 10 domestic movies of the year. So it would have to be Sing 2 coming onto the list if necessary. To the worldwide box office, Spider-Man No Way Home in 2021 still holding up big, $1.5 billion. It's now closing on top 10 films of all time at the box office. American-wise, No Time to Die is number 4. F9 is at 5. Venom: Let There Be Carnage is 7. Godzilla vs. Kong is 8. Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings is at number 9. And Eternals is 10. So no changes to this top 10. No changes will be happening more likely to this top 10. Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be the biggest movie domestically of the year and of the worldwide box office of the year. But the biggest story of the weekend, it was easily the 355 bombing at the box office this weekend. Let me know your thoughts. Did you see the 355? And if you are interested or not interested, tell me why you didn't see the 355 in theaters. Love to hear all those different perspectives in the comment section down below. Also coming out sooner rather than later today on the channel with my season 2 episode 1 spoiler review of HBO's Euphoria. Very special show to me, so I'm going to break down those episodes every single week. Also Wednesday we'll have my Boba Fett spoiler review of episode 3. And some other reviews. My Scream review should be coming down the line probably Friday on the channel, as well as some other reviews. The Hotel Transylvania 4 is coming out. A lot of movies are coming out, so please subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys soon.